Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on the time you're watching this tutorial. So, last time we were talking about some letters and explaining them how they are written. So, today, among the letters we are seeing, we are going to see Ain, how it's written. And Ain has four portions, say four strokes. We know Ain starts like this with a line, then 2, then 3, then 4. Yeah, when you look at Ain, we kind of explained it, and mostly this fourth stroke, when we are talking about other letters like Jim, they have the same stroke. Mim, they have the same stroke. How many? It's Jim, it's Ain, it's even Mim. They all have the same stroke coming down like this. So let's see how Ain it's written as we explain it. We'll start with the first stroke, which is always a line like this. Then you bring the second stroke up to here, then the third stroke. Okay, together you have to see how it goes, then it has to come back. So it's not a circle just like this, a circle. Remember, it should show how strokes move. Then when the fourth stroke comes, remember it must touch here, then that's that sign. This is the fourth stroke. We saw its measurements. Let's repeat it. 9, yeah, that's Ain. Let's see how it's used in a word. For instance, let's write the name Ali. For instance, so we're writing the name Ali. Ain, so this is Ain. Because it's being joined with a letter that goes up, it will not come down, no. So it will have to come up because we are joining there, lam. Okay, then join how. Then yeah, this is how we write the name Ali with Ain at the beginning. Let's see another example. Let's see Inab. Listen, Ain, Nab. So after Ain we are adding Nun, then we are adding Ba. So remember, as how I told you that with the Thuluth script, it goes in ascending, so in a descending way. But remember, this is the only letter that's sitting on, if you're on a line, it's Ba'u, then our dot will come will come here. So it will start from top. It will start like this, coming down how you see this one. You have written inab. Let's see another example, then we go to another letter. For instance, if you see ni'ma, so let's see ain in the middle. Ni'ma, this is ain. When it comes here, this is nun, then ha, this is nun, this is ta, this is mim in the middle. That's how it's sin and ain. That's how it's written. It's not flat. When it's in the middle, it's not flat like this. No, it's a little bit curvy. See, it will come like this. So also this way, it's like this, a little bit curvy. So you'll be seeing those differences as we go. Let's write another word when it's at the end, another version of ain. It's then we come down, then we go. It's the same as how this third stroke, it's the same as how and mim. We can still do this version of mim or this version of ha. They have the same last stroke, which look the same even in measurements. They are the same. Even the mim I was talking about come like this, just like that. This is also another version of mim that share the same last stroke as with ain, ha'u, jim, ghain, and mim. You see, when you look at them, they all have the same last stroke. Let's see example. A word with that here. You're saying the word madfa. So we are using this version of ain to see, because we have been using other versions. And let's see another example. So this is the line I was talking about. So if we are to draw our line will be drawn like this. So this one, it's risen from the line as how it comes in this descending way. Let's try other examples. You're writing Rabi'u. You're writing Rabi'u. Ra'u, as how I told you, it must have this point. So this is the line. If this is the line, so if you are to write Rabi'u, you're not going to start from here. You're not going to start just from here. You can raise it because the ain will have to cross. Rabi'a. Rabi'a. Let's write the name, the word Rabi'a again with this is also Rabi'u like the previous one. Let's see another letter, then we call it a day for today. Let's see dal. Dal also changes shape when it's either in the beginning of the word or in the middle of the word or at the end of the word. So we have these two versions of dal. Remember our dal was written like that. But remember, when it's in the middle of a word, you start with a stroke. Then that means this is a stroke for the previous letter before dal. Then dal comes. Sometimes dal looks like ra, but it's not ra. Don't always confuse them, but when you show them, make sure they are different. They shouldn't be the same. They shouldn't be the same. And always remember here, there are two dots. See the shape, and dal. This tail has to cross from the it has to cross from the what, where it started, the stroke one, where it started. This one has to cross the line to come, how should I say it, for instance, this is the line. Dal, you don't stop here, you'll have to cross to show that you know what you're doing. So that's dal when it's in the word or when it's alone. So for instance, if I say ra, first we have to write this ra ura dar. So this is dal in the middle because you can't join it with alif. Alif here, it's separated from dal. Dal it's not joined from behind with alif. Dal cannot join to dal from the front and like this. But sometimes this dal can still work, as in can still be joined from the front in this Diwani script, but in an advanced level. So we'll come to see them all. Let me show you something. For instance, you want to write the word dauru. You can write it like this. This is dal. So you will have to join wow here on the end of the tail, then ra, just like that. But this is a little bit advanced, so we are still on the beginners level. So this is our word. Let's just write some random examples. Let's see, when we are talking about ra, Ra, when it's in the beginning, and when you see this end of the Ra, the tail is like the tail of Alif, you see, and it's the tail of Wow. I have tried to explain it in some videos, so they share this tail. And even if it's in the middle or at the end of the word or in the middle of the word, but it's joined from its behind, you write it with the first stroke, the second stroke, it comes down, the third stroke. It's like this. But remember, here, this is the first stroke, this is the second stroke coming here. But remember, the size decreases. Why? Because you're using the side of the what? You're using this side of the pen. You're making it stand. You're not using it like this. You make it stand when you're joining coming down. That's why the size decreases, which is different from here or different from this side. We'll be seeing other examples as we go on with this course. Let's see some of the examples with Ra'u and Zai. Let me see, the word is Zayara or Ziyara. Zai, then Ya, then Ra'u, then Ta. See, that's how it's written. Ziyara, it's written Ziyara. Zai, Ya'u, Ra'u, Ta'u. Let's see another example. Let's see the word Masroor. We start with Mim. Mim also has its versions. Okay, it will come down. Then we add Sin. But because we are joining with the Ra'u that will go down, we rise. This is Sin. Then we join the Ra'u. Okay, remember the descending way. And Wow, we're writing the word Masroor. Then Ra'u, just like that. This will be our word Masroor. Hope we are together. Let's see another example. Harir. We'll start with our Ha'u, but I told you we have two versions of Ha'u. We have this Ha'u. When the following letter goes down, then you have Ha'u when the following letter goes up. So that's the difference when this one goes down. So this is the difference of Ha'u, and Jim. So let's write, when you see Harir, the word Harir, we'll see Ha'u, then it will come down. Because the following letter it's Ra'u, then it will decrease in size. As it comes down, then it increases in size. As we finish up with the tail of Ra'u, then we join the Ya'u one. Again, it decreases in size, then it increases as it touches the line. So the word Harir, that's how it's written. Then our last example, Aziz. Let's see, Aziz, we start with Ain, that's how I told you. Then so here we are coming down to write Zai, Aziz. Then we come with our Ya'u, then Zai again. So this is how Aziz will be written. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.